Do you see how crazy my shirt is? How random and over the top it is? That's this movie. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Anthony, here to give you guys another movie review. This time it is for the new James Wan horror film. Yes, I said it's a horror film, Malignant. This movie is the new film Twitter controversial thing, all right? There's either one side that you're on. You really hate this movie and you want nothing to do with it, or you're just like, this is the best movie I've ever seen all year and I love it. Malignant follows a woman named Madison who begins having terrifying visions of murders. These shocking dreams paralyze her with fear, and they are only getting worse until she realizes that there aren't dreams or visions, but reality. So let me start off by saying I'm a big fan of James Wan, particularly his movies The Conjuring, Dead Silence, and Insidious films. Not so much, the Fast and Furious and Aquamans, but hey, that just shows James Wan has range. For the most part, James Wan is known to be a horror director, and I think knowing that and expecting that, people went into this movie expecting like the next Conjuring. And I understand that, I get that. But what we got wasn't that. And instead we got one of the most campiest, randomness, weirdest films that I've seen all year, in my opinion. I mean, the closest thing that I can compare this movie to is like Psycho Goreman, because they're just both really crazy movies, but the way that James Wan sets this movie up, he doesn't make it seem like it's going to be the crazy film that it is. And I don't know if me saying it's going to be crazy is a spoiler. I'm debating between that. Because like I said, this movie sets it up to be like something that it's not at the end. And I said in my Twitter post about this movie that this is a movie that James Wan really tapped into his inner M. Night Shyamalan with the twist at the end. The last half of this film made my jaw drop to the ground. I wasn't expecting it to go down the way it went. I'm happy that they went that route, but let me talk about the film as a whole, because I can see why people are not liking this film. First off, it starts off kind of slow and kind of worrying. I was kind of worried about this film because the way it starts off and some of the dialogue choices that the characters have, I was just like, I don't know if this is going to be good, guys. I don't know if it's going to be good. And for the people that didn't end up liking it, I think that's kind of the stuff that they keyed in on. Not all the dialogue and the CGI, everything. It's not really a redeeming quality for this film. Also, the pacing kind of is all over the place. The transitions between some scenes, kind of weird and kind of jarring. But again, like I said, I wasn't here for it because I knew what this movie was going to go for. I was like, after they start showing her having visions and all the stuff that was going on and the chase scene, there's one chase scene in particular. Once that happens, I was like, I'm sold. I'm in for this movie. I know what they're going for. But for me, there's also a lot to like in this film. We get the vintage James Wan camera work. Some people might say like, oh, he does that in every film. Like it's totally like a Conjuring way. But I just like it. I like the way that James Wan moves the camera around. It just makes me feel warm inside. And I also got a lot of Resident Evil, the video game vibes from this film, particularly when they go into like certain areas and doing investigations, and the lighting too. I mean, this movie is really dark, I know James Wan likes to do some dark stuff, but even in Conjuring movies, there's a little bit of light. Also got some Silent Hill vibe, just like the transitioning between the visions. I like that a lot. But I think that the thing that I like the most about this film is the relationship between the two leads, the two sisters. And I didn't think I was going to have that connection with them, particularly like the younger sister. I didn't think that she was going to be that big of a character in the film. Proved me wrong. She's actually a pretty big character in the film, and their relationship is pretty much like the main point of this movie, and I really like that. At the end of the day, I was just like, I never thought that I needed a horror version of Disney's Frozen, but we got it here. Overall, guys, I think that Malignant, it's good. I really enjoyed it, but I can totally see that people not liking this film. In fact, I have plenty of acquaintances and colleagues on Twitter who despise this movie. Think this is the worst movie ever. This is James Wan's worst film to date. And to that I say, that's fine. I don't really care. The only thing I care about is if I enjoyed it, did I like it, and did you like it? I'm just here to give you my opinion, my thoughts on it, for those of you that actually care about that. But if you didn't like the film, we could still be friends. We could still talk about stuff. It's okay. But guys, let me know what you think of Malignant in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think this is the worst James Wan movie you've ever seen? Do you think it's the biggest, craziest reveal that we've had in film history all year? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And remember, guys, keep watching movies.